Coming up this week, a simple way to remember how to give great feedback. Hey everybody, it's Kalymnios here from thethoughtgym.com, here helping you become that superhuman leader that I know that you can be. And part of being a superhuman leader is having that ability to give superhuman feedback. We've got to give feedback to people to help them grow, help them improve, coaching if you like as well. And it's such a dicey subject. So many people get it so wrong in organisations, in friendships, all over the place really. I've done a lot of feedback training. I work with Toastmasters, so I've been a member of Toastmasters for about 6 years, which is a public speaking group across the world, and they help develop people's public speaking skills, but also their leadership skills. And one of the critical points of Toastmaster journey is getting feedback and giving feedback, evaluations. They have a way of doing it, like a sandwich way, which tends to be a great way of doing it. There are other ways of doing it, delivering negative news first and then the positive. I do quite like the sandwich idea, even though as long as it's done with integrity and you genuinely mean the things that you're going to say. But here is the way that I like to think of it, and that is good, go, great. So 3 words, good, go, great. And I'll explain what they are in a second. Because have you ever got feedback from someone and they say, you know, I just want to give you some constructive criticism. I absolutely hate that phrase, because as soon as you hear the word criticism, it doesn't matter they said constructive, we all know that they're just going to start digging holes at you and, like, you know, telling you what you've done wrong and what you could have done better and everything else. I much prefer creating a positive spin on what you're going to give feedback on. So a way that you can then help build that person up, because otherwise if their head has already gone into that, oh god, what's she going to tell me now kind of phase, then you've lost that person and they're not really going to be paying attention. So the way I like to think of it is good, go, great. So good, I like to start with something good. It might be the smallest thing, because maybe the main point of your feedback is maybe opportunities for growth and not actually really the great stuff that they might have done. So you start with something good just to kind of get the ball rolling. You don't have to, you can think of this as a go great philosophy rather than a good go great. But if you're going for the good, start with something small, simple, that you liked, that is good. Next one, you go for the go. So go stands for growth opportunities. And you say it like that. You don't say what you could have done better, or what I didn't like about what you did, or what you did wrong was that. You might say it like, you know, these are areas that I see for growth, or these are things that will make it even better next time. These are where the growth opportunities are in what you just did or what you just produced. Because when I hear something like that, I don't know about you, but if I hear it something like that where I say, you know, I think there's a growth opportunity here if you added more colour to this particular thing, or you added more animation, or you smiled more, rather than saying you didn't smile very much, did you? I mean, how's that going to help anyone? It's just going to make them feel shitty about what they've just done. So if you position it as a growth opportunity and say, here's where you can grow, here's where you can improve it, here's where you can make it even more outstanding, here's where you can become more impactful. So go stands for growth opportunity. So we've got good, say something good. Go, say a growth opportunity, or maybe it's 3 growth opportunities, who knows. And then finally, great. Finish on something great. So finish on something that is going to really uplift them and you want them to improve and take those growth opportunities further. You might spend 80% of your time in that growth opportunity phase, but I would say remember the good part, remember the great part. So something that was even better than what you started with. So this is my way of giving feedback, generally speaking. Maybe it might be go great. You might just want to start with the improvement points and then move on to the great things. Or you might want to start with something good, continue with the growth opportunities, and then go to something that was great. So good, go, great. If you're giving feedback to colleagues, if you're giving feedback to employees, even if you're giving feedback to your peers or your friends or anyone else, just remember good, go, great as a great way, in my opinion at least, to deliver that feedback in a way that is going to land, it's going to actually have the impact that you want it to, which is ultimately for that person to be better, I hope, and to have more impact and be able to change that world, that micro world around them. We don't want to pull people down. There's enough people doing that. if you're watching one of my videos, I trust you're someone that wants people to be great as well. That's all for this week. Please do let me know what you think. Remember to subscribe, share this concept maybe at your workplace, with your friends, and see what feedback you get from sharing this, and what they think and how you can apply it yourself. So have a go with that this week. See about giving feedback in a good, go, great kind of way, and let me know how you get on. Until next time, remember to stay strong, stay super. Bye-bye.